Morning classes. We're going to switch gears today and go to percentages. And then we'll go back, next week we'll get back into some other stuff. But this is something that's, be honest with you, one of the most important lessons of the year, because it's something that you're going to use pretty much every day. Once you get a job and have your own money and go out and buy things, you're going to have to pay tax, okay? If you don't know what tax is, you'll notice that maybe when you go to Walmart and you buy something for $9.99, that's not what it costs. When you get up there and pay for it, it would be more around, $10.93 or something. That's tax, okay? And every county or every state has a different tax rate. Ours around here, I think it's 9.25%. Some places it might be a little more, maybe it's 12%. Some places it might be 7%. But that's just the additional money that you pay every time you buy something, okay? A discount would be if something was on sale. All right, maybe you went to buy something and it said it was 50% off. Well, that means half. So if it said $30 and the discount or the sale is 50% off, then you would have to pay $15 for it. Okay, that's a discount. A tip is something that you typically leave when you go out to a restaurant and eat. It's pretty standard. Now, you can leave whatever you want, but it's pretty standard. That's usually around 15%. Okay? Now, here's what I want you to remember. When you have a percentage in a problem, like this example right here, you're going to change the percent to a decimal, because remember, a percent just means out of 100. Okay, that's just something we can compare to out of 100. So we don't write 6. We actually would have to write, in this problem, 0.06, and we'll look at that in just a second. But here's the key. You're going to multiply. You're going to multiply. When you have a percent in a problem, you are going to multiply. Okay, I don't care if it's a discount, a tip, a tax, and it doesn't matter, okay? You're going to multiply. So here's the example question. If a shirt costs $20 and you had to pay a 6% sales tax on top of that, what did the shirt cost? Now, remember, if I've got 6%, basically to change that back to a decimal number, we're going to mark off the percent sign and move the decimal backwards 2 times. And then I got to add a 0 there. So it's 0.06. That's what 6% is. So if I had the number 6 or 0.06 and I said to change that to a percentage, remember that's either multiplying by 100, or the shortcut is just to move the decimal twice, then add a percent sign. Okay? So I have changed 6% to a decimal number right here. And I'm simply going to multiply. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. And then there's no reason to do this row of zeros here. I guess I could. Now, look how many decimal places I have, guys. I have 2 numbers behind the decimal, so I'm going to start at the back and move it twice. Okay, there's the answer. $1.20. That is the tax. Okay, that's not what the shirt cost. The shirt was $20. How's it now just going to cost $1.20? It's not. So it would be $20 plus that $1.20. And please notice I lined my decimals up. That would be $21.20. Okay, that's how this works. So if you bought something for $20 and there was a 6% sales tax, then when you got to the register and they rung you up, it would be $21.20 is what you would owe them. All right, let's look at another one. You went to a restaurant and your meal cost $51. I don't know, maybe you had a hot date and you took that person out and y'all had a big time. And then it says you left a 15% tip. Now, that's just what you give the waiter or the waitress for bringing you your food and keeping your refills and all that good stuff. Now, I got 2 questions here. Number 1 is here, and number 2 is here. It says, how much of tip did you leave? Now, follow the rules that I told you. If you've got a percent in a problem, change it to a decimal and multiply. So I'm going to do 51. Now, I don't have to write 0.00. Now, if that's 0.01, I would have had to. But I'm just going to leave it 51 times. Now, notice I put the decimal in there, guys. You can't do times 15. You would be leaving like $1,000 tip or something. Okay, it's 0.15. Change the percent back to a decimal. Now, let's multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Do not forget that 0 right there. You'll miss every one of them. Start and go this way now. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Now just add up these rows. 5, 6, 7. How many decimal places do I have? 2. Go to the back and move it 2. That's $7.65 tip. That's the tip. Now, it says, what was the total cost? Well, that's extra money. You're giving more money. We need to add that. $51 plus $7.65. Notice my decimals are lined up. So your total cost would have been $58.65. Now remember, you'd also have to, in real life, add tax onto that, okay? All right, you went shopping for some new shoes. You found a pair on sale for 25% off, okay? That's called a discount. You're getting to save money, all right? So when something's on sale, it's being discounted at a certain percent usually. In this particular time, it's 25% off. It says you found a pair for 25% off. What's the discount? Well, it's probably a good idea if you know what those shoes cost. So we're going to say those shoes were $60, okay? So, look, let's follow the rule. Here is a percentage in a problem. You're going to change that to a decimal and multiply. Let's do $60 times 0.25. I bet you this is 15 bucks. Let's see what it says. 0, 30. Let's add our 0 here. Now let's do this one. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 6 is 12. Add them together. Well, look there. 2 decimal places. Go move it in. So your discount is $15. What makes me so crazy is when my students now go in and add that on to 60. Now I want you to think about what that means. Somebody's going to sell you something for $60 and they're telling you they're going to give you a discount. It's on sale. You get to save money. It's $60 on sale, but you get to pay $75. Okay, guys, that's not a discount. That's a ripoff. Okay, so a discount or a sale, you have to subtract this number. You're saving money. Okay, so the shoes were $60. The discount was $15. This time I have to subtract that, and I should get $45. So the total cost of the shoes are $45 if they're on sale for 25% off. Now, in real life, that would actually be plus tax. Now, let me tell you how Mr. Tippett does this since we live here in Knoxville area. I said that ours is about 9.25%. Well, I can't do that in my head, but that's awful close to 10%. I can do 10% all day long. Because to do 10% of a number, all you do is move the decimal backwards one time. So if I have the number $45 and I move the decimal back one time, or you could think of it as dividing by 10, that's $4.50. So in my head, now that's a little high because it's not 10%. It's 9.25%, but I can get a really close estimate while I'm standing there trying to figure out how much something's going to cost when I use 10%. Okay? So 10% of $45 is $4.50. And then I can add that easily in my head, and I know that this is going to cost, with tax, probably somewhere around $49.50. Now, I'm not having you do that on the assignment. I'm just showing you how easy it is to figure out 10% of something. Think about it like this, guys. If you bought a new car, and let's say you spent $25,000 for it, I'm going to write that down and erase it. Do you know what just the tax is on that? Move the decimal back once. Just the tax would be $2,500. And that money goes straight to the government, okay? That's what taxes are. So it's pretty simple to figure out 10% of something. Now let's look at another one. You bought a new iPad for $600. You got a 10% discount. Hey, that's $60. That's $60. If you've paid $600 and it's saying you got a 10% discount, that's $60 sale, $60 discount. So you got a 10% discount because you're a student. Tax, in this case, was 9.1%. What was the total cost of the iPad? Please read the questions. It might ask you what was the discount, 60. Okay, but this one's saying what's the total cost. So this is a multi-step problem that in the past, you gotta remember guys, I've been doing this a long time, since way before you were born. And this is something that kids seem to have a hard time with. So let's walk through this. All right, we already know this one. We had $600 and a 10% discount. Well, let's follow the rule times 0.10. I promise, now that's all gonna be zeros. Add a 0. Now let's do the 1. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 6 is 6. Watch what happens, just like I promised you. Don't forget the 2 decimal places. The discount is $60. Now, guys, a discount, remember, you subtract that, you're saving money. So 600 minus 60, I promise you, is $540. If you wanted to borrow, it would have looked like that. We had to borrow from the 6. You can't borrow from a 0. So the cost of the iPad is $540 with your discount. Unfortunately, you now get to do tax. Now, if you need to write this number down and physically move the decimal twice, I recommend you do that. Okay, it's not 0.91. It's 0.091. If you don't move the decimal twice, you're going to miss it. Well, let's multiply. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. Please add your 0. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. Got to carry 3. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 3 is 48. Now, let's add everything together. That's 11. Whoops. Carry 1. And then I don't have to carry there. I have, look what I have now, guys. I have 3 decimal places, okay? Because it didn't just say 9%, it said 9.1. So I have to move it 3 times from right here, from that spot right there, start at the back. Now, that is not how we write money, okay? So I'm just going to mark that off. I now see that this number is tax. That's not the cost of the iPad, $49. Lord, you've already said you spend $540 on it. So what I always tell my kids this: when you change your percentage to a decimal, like we have done right here, I always tell them, what is that? What does it say? 9.1% is what? Tax. Okay, so that means your answer is tax. The 49.14 is the tax. Just like this right here. The 10% was a discount. Well, then that means your answer represents the discount. Okay, not a tax, not anything else. Now, last step. We now know the tax. If I would have said, what's the tax? $49.14, but I asked what's the total. So now you've got to take the $540, because you've already had your 10% discount added to it, and then add $49.14 in tax. And please, for the love of the Lord, see that my decimals are lined up. Okay? Let's add 4, 1, 9, 8, 5. So the total cost would be $589.14. Okay? Now, I know that's a lot of multiplication, but if you think back to the first of the year, what I tell you, if you know your multiplication tables, math is just a lot easier. The things I want you to remember about this lesson are this: change your percentages to decimals by moving the decimal backwards twice and multiply. Tips and tax, you have to add those numbers, because a tip is extra money you're giving a waiter. Tax is extra money you're giving the government. A discount, okay, or a sale, you get to subtract when you figure out that number, because you're saving money. If something's on sale, you're paying less for it, okay? But I hope what you remember here is this: you're going to change the percent to a decimal, and then you're going to multiply. Let me know if you have any questions.